On today's episode of Watch JR Go, Josh and I shoved this engine back in this hole. Should go fast again. What is going on, guys? I'm Watch JR Go, and today we're back over here at Josh's, and this is the 5.0 out of his Fox body. And the heads just came back from getting all checked out, and they're getting torqued and everything. We'll get everything put back together shortly here, and then we can slide it right back into the car, and he is ready to get this back out on the road again. Only so we can take the engine back out of your Trailblazer.
Gotta get out of the way. Got more projects to wrench on.
Man, how many engines do you need swapped?
I got 5 in here right now.
All of them.
Looking for bodies.
That's it. These trick flow heads are beautiful. All this trick flow hardware is so good looking. It's gonna be sweet. Oh man, are you doing a 2-stage torque on these and everything?
I am.
Fancy.
This is not recommended, I guess, in the book, but
it's recommended in every like manufacturer manual though. Right. It always says do it in 2 steps.
I appreciate
sometimes 3.
And then I'll come back for a 3rd time and make sure that like my centers didn't loosen as I tightened it.
Absolutely. Yep. Is this a Mexican block though?
Nah, it was later.
Oh, okay.
I wish it were. I had a couple and I've sold them.
Gotcha.
I've got a 351 Mexican block at my friend's house that's probably going to get built here soon.
Nice.
And might find its way into the car.
Cool.
I might find it, I don't know, might go LS.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Either way, this block's plenty strong enough. It's not like you're going to end up with head bolts pulling out of it.
Yeah. The problem with these blocks is the bottom ends are weak.
Ah.
The 5.0s are good to about 450, maybe 500 naturally aspirated power.
Sure.
The 351s are good to like 650, maybe 7 naturally aspirated. And the LSs come out of the box good to like 1,000.
Of course, yeah. It's just grab some turbos and go to town.
Everybody hates the LS swap Mustang.
Right.
I mean, logically.
But it works.
The Boss block or the Dart block you would need to make that power.
Versus the money that's in this.
$3,000 to $4,000.
Yeah, this build is so much money with all this trick flow stuff. What's that like? There's like 2,500 just right there, probably.
The top half.
Yeah. At least. Yeah. So.
But you can find a 5.0 block for $100.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Spend a couple hundred at the machine shop, and the bottom ends are stock are good to, like I said, 500 horse.
Or as we know, you can have J&J ship you a ready-to-go LS with the harness and the ECU and the pedal and everything for $1,000, and then buy some $250, $300 turbo that's junk, put it on it, and go fast.
Yep.
For at least like 5 days on that junk turbo. Right.
I've been recommended the Explorer, the later model 5.0.
Yep.
It's got the GT40 heads and intake.
Oh, okay.
It's good to go out of the box. It probably makes 40 more horsepower than the Mustang 5.0s.
Sure.
You can find those high mile, low dollar for $400.
I think I found where all your brown coolant came from here. I've been like slowly pulling out all these deposits, and we should probably put a vacuum on the ports real fast.
Stalactites.
Yeah, it's growing things. Intake going on.
You jinxed me.
Oh, mine's right there.
You jinxed me.
Battery immediately dies. And once the intake's back on, obviously the valve covers are already on, heads are torqued, everything got cleaned out really well. We're ready to stab this engine.
Get a real
First of all, where'd you get that drill?
That was a hand-me-down from my great-great-great-grandpa.
How to remove the rear main seal. If you're doing this, you better know how to do it and be careful.
Well, not to.
Yeah, because if you're wrong, you're going to hit the crank. Pilot hole drilled, then you stick in a self-tapping screw, and you use that to pull the seal out.
There's the old guy. Just got some metal underneath the silicone there.
No, this is the new one.
Oh,
looks nice. Nice. Super fast. Starting to hold it in there at the end.
A little bit.
All right, here's your drip tray. Oh yeah, she's done. And while you're doing that, stab this balancer here. I'm gonna take a second to clean this up. It's a little bit dirty inside. All right, balancer. Align the key with the key on the crank. You can see it's right there on top, and that should be right about there. On she goes. Now we just need a very long bolt so we can suck that thing on there. This is exactly what the big Milwaukee's for. Well, that's on 2, which I assume is about 500.
I think we're gonna leave it.
So that's probably good. It did rotate a couple times. Accessory belt drive's going on now. So I've been trying to switch to Milwaukee. I sold all my super nice 20 volt DeWalt stuff. I had the hammer drill and everything for 150 bucks to Zach. I figured I'd hook him up. And of course it's their biggest hammer drill and that was their best impact at the time. So time to keep switching. I sold all my Porter cable stuff. One brand now. I like how you have a TDC mark drawn on the balancer to make life easy.
I've done this a couple times. The ARP hold down.
ARP studs on the distributor.
I know who had this engine before me, but they went all out on the ARP.
Yeah, do you have the ARP catalog? Can we order all of it?
Like, what's the torque on that?
Yeah.
Anyway, like 10 foot?
Yeah, snug. It's the distributor hold down, right?
Right.
Okay. There we go. Cool. Yep, this is the correct way to torque the flywheel bolts.
Call a friend. It's in the manual. It says to do it just like this.
You're gonna need 2 people.
It shows 2 guys right there in the illustration.
Not just putting the plugs in and letting it compression hold it.
And see, then we also torqued.
Yeah. We double checked the crank pulley that way. Yeah. So that worked out perfectly. All right, so
Saving time.
yeah, we got that thing down.
Clutch.
Put a clutch on it. Let's get this thing in the engine bay. I leave for 5 minutes and you go ahead and do all the fun stuff here. Got the accessories on too, huh?
It pretty much installed itself, man. I couldn't help it. It jumped right in.
I guess it is pretty easy these days, huh? Hey, we just got the header bolts in and we're ready to pull the lift plate off here. Get that EFI system on here. Fire up the sniper. Sniper EFI.
Snipers in the bushes.
So the one thing we do need to do is this stud decided to drive itself down into the intake a little bit extra, you know? Probably use a little bit of a stud removal tool there. Lift plate is clear. There are about 2 threads, maybe 3. So it's possible that it would have some thread grab. That one was already weird to begin with though, because it barely clears that bracket in the back.
Oh, yeah.
Well, somehow this turned into a full wire tuck. So we've been in here working away, trying to move all the wiring harnesses wherever they need to go to hide all the wires to the sniper, and all the wiring will be in the fender wells or right there into the firewall grommet. So a lot of time is going into moving wires around, and yeah, we were just gonna toss it back in and start an open header for you guys. But now it's gonna look good. I've had a lot of people mention they wanted to try liquid ice, but they didn't want to buy an entire case just to check it out. If you guys want to, head over to their website. I'll put a link in the description below. You can actually get one sent to you for free if you just pay shipping and handling. So if you want to try it out, you know I'm about that, the zero here. But check it out, it's good stuff. But this looks clean, nice and clean. Oh, that needs a heat shrunk still, it looks like. It does. It sounds pretty good. Talking about Eric's nasty truck out here. It does sound pretty good, doesn't it? He just picked this thing up. Anyway, it's been about 3 minutes. We went ahead and wrapped up the heat shrink on some of the wire tuck, and the distributor cap's on. This side's wired, wiring the other side. Got to get the accessory belt on this guy, and I think it'll start. This is not Motul, dude. What on earth?
Yeah, I was waiting for you to deliver something.
Well, you didn't tell me what you needed.
You know, you walk backwards in your head and you think, did I tighten this? Did I torque that?
Absolutely. Oh, throttle cable, is it tight? No. And then this is just sitting because I had to pop it back off. You got oil, and your throttle cable is tight now. The jam nuts are. So it should be good. Let's see if she runs.
Let's see if the sniper fires out.
Fuel pump.
I hear a fuel pump.
It sounded like, oh yeah, things happened. We're good. First start. We got a very warm, it was probably more this way a second ago. It's so tight on that thing.
I know, it touches the
air cleaner.
Air cleaner.
Oh!
Turn back.
Yeah, the distributor's spun a little bit here. Party time. Runs like a champ. like fuel. Woo! A lot of it. Yep. That's 15 the next March, so that's number 13. Did you put in your winter coolant? Is that what you're switching over to right now?
You should always just water in the radiator.
This produces
water
extra,
in the windshield washer fluid.
Extras. That's every Chevy truck. I feel like ended up with water in the reservoir because they're all broken. You know.
Pop.
Oh.
Ross looked at he looked at mine and goes, "Your windshield washer reservoir's not popped." I said, "See, that was blue in there." I said, "I can put the hose in it if you want me to."
Well, we're gonna fill this with coolant, and it will go for its first drive soon after the wire tuck's cleaned up and the fenders are back on. So. That is it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. And please, like, share, subscribe, do whatever you want to do, and I will talk to you next time. Here's the thing about straight coolant. Mixed coolant's also like $12 instead of $13. So that's half the price.
Yeah, nobody understands that.
Yeah, they're like, man, this is so expensive.
You don't have to mix it.
Oh, you know, water's like 1 cent.